Welcome back to Paynes Will Travel and our first adventure of Season 3. Okay, and we're off on adventure number 1 in Season 3. We're going on a tenting adventure, and it is raining.
All part of the adventure.
Yeah. What's that we say? You gotta have a plan, and you gotta be willing to alter that plan. So this plan might get altered a little bit as we go, but first stop, Badger. We're gonna celebrate Ted's birthday today. So shout out to Ted and Stacy Carter for putting us up tonight in some fashion and feeding us. Apparently we're going to have fish and brews tonight, so yums. Can't wait for that, and celebrate Ted's birthday. So stay tuned for that. We've already had our first hiccup. So not us and
per se, no.
J&J are following us. So first of all, we thought we could do this ride in one vehicle with 5 people. Just have a look. Yeah.
That's just our
and
stuff.
That's just like one little part of our stuff. So we made an executive decision yesterday that we would take 2 vehicles, not 1, because that was just being ridiculous. And then when we tour around, we're going to find a place to pop up our tents and stuff, and then when we tour around, we'll tour around together. But to get to our destination, we're going to go in separate vehicles. So with saying that, this morning we were getting ready to leave, and James had a little issue.
Noticed well, we found out it was a roofing, because we've been doing construction all around our cabins and stuff. I guess you got a steel roofing screw in his tire.
So we had to reach out to a local mechanic shop.
Shout out to Howard at
Bourgeois Mechanics, because he is amazing. He has rescued us a few times, so make sure to check him out.
Three Rock Cove,
Newfoundland.
Avalon Peninsula.
He's the guy. He's the guy. So we called him up, and he took James in right away and fixed the tire up. And, you know, within what? I don't know, half an hour maybe? We're back on the road again. So here we are. We're on the road now, and we're ready to roll. So Ted and Stacy, we're on our way. Well, this is what we're calling beautiful tenting weather. Not. I'm pretty sure somebody's going to save us tonight so that we don't have to set up tents in the rain. At least I'm putting it out there.
Manifest.
We arrived at Ted and Stacy's, where they made us very welcome and served us a delicious, delicious dinner. So now we got to decide where we're stopping next. So what's the process? Craig pulls up Google Maps, types in campgrounds, and
around the area we're camping.
Yeah.
We want to do this loop, so I'm thinking we should camp in one of these places.
One of these places. Your fingers are in the way of. There we go. Perfect. Thank you. And what's your first choice then?
First one on the list is Cabot Highway Cabins and RV Park.
Okay. And we've learned from experience that with tents, you just show up. So there is nothing booked. We just show up and hope for the best. Thank you, Stacey, so much for everything. So much fun always. And we'll make sure we make it an annual event at least, if not
you need
more.
to stop in on my back, you can.
Thank you.
You're
Appreciate
always
it.
welcome.
Well, that was a fun night for sure.
Yeah.
And we're on the road again.
Some of us had too much fun, so that's why my little mama's driving Big Daddy today.
Plus, I like to drive anyways. So.
Yeah, she likes to drive sometimes.
So we're on our way to the Avalon Peninsula, but the next stop is actually just outside of Trinity. And we're going to do some touring around and hopefully catch some puffins.
Yeah. Stay tuned. There we go.
So when you're tenting in Newfoundland, there is no reserving campsites apparently. So we've come across the few times that we've called. So we're kind of flying by the seat of our pants. This morning,
249.2 kilometers. You'll arrive at the Lakeside at Thorburn.
there you go.
There you go.
Lakeside at Thorburn. This morning Craig did some Googling and we found a campground along our route. Called them up and they had a spot for us. So we are going to the Lakeside at Thorburn campground.
That worked out pretty good, right on cue.
We made it to the Lakeside at Thorburn and they assigned us site number 2. And we made it to our first campsite of this little tour we're going to do. Lakeside. Looks like it's cloudy, but
you've arrived at your destination.
the rain is going to hold off. The rain is going to hold off. The rain is going to hold off until at least we get set up. The sky's looking a little questionable, but we're going to get checked in now and then head over to our site. And we made it to our first campsite of this little tour we're going to do. Lakeside. Looks like it's cloudy, but
you've arrived at your destination.
the rain is going to hold off. The rain is going to hold off. The rain is going to hold off until at least we get set up. The sky's looking a little questionable, but we're going to get checked in now and then head over to our site. Now we're trying to rig up our tarping system here.
Stay together here.
Because the last thing tenters want to do is wake up soaking wet. And so we're going to try to be somewhat prepared. So this is our setup, our dining tent, our sleeping quarters. And we're just kind of getting the rest of the pegs put in the ground. And Mother Nature's decided to bless us with yet another sprinkle today. So this is our setup, our home for the next 2 nights, and our first stop on the Avalon adventure of 2026. Next week, stay tuned when we visit Trinity and yes, puffins.